It's a brand new StreetsCenter podcast, Ep.3. It's your boy, Big Dre, StreetsCenter. Got a lot to get into today. It's just going to be your boy. Yeah.
Get on my layers, five star. It was just wires. I get this zits and I'm flipping like fire. That is absurd.
StreetsCenter. It's your boy, Big Dre. I hope y'all ready. We got a lot to unpack, a lot to unfold. First, I want to thank you. I want to thank you. All of those who have subscribed, liked, share. I appreciate you. Our views went up from episode 1 to 2. So I just want to thank you. I appreciate y'all, all of y'all for your support. And I'm going to keep bringing it every week. Same tempo, same vibes, keeping it street. I appreciate y'all 100%. Let's get into it. Welcome, ladies and gents, men, women, children, whatever you're claiming, whatever you are. I just want to let you know I appreciate you for tuning in. I love you. Thank you. This is episode 3 of the StreetsCenter podcast. First, I want to just kick it off by shouting out the 4-time WNBA MVP, Asia Wilson. Shout out to her. Congratulations. That's a feat that I believe that no one's ever done in the WNBA. So I just want to give a round of applause to her and shout out her, because we wouldn't be doing our just due as the StreetsCenter podcast if I didn't. So shout out to her. That's big. And I've seen her play and she dominates in the paint, on defense, on offense. And and currently in the WNBA playoffs. So I wish her nothing but the best and good luck to all of the ladies still standing in that. And we'll see who'll come out on top, because I picked the Aces, because the Aces just, is where it's at. They got the MVP. So I already had them winning the chip, but we'll see. But that's all I got as far as WNBA is concerned. I just want to do that brief little quick statement to her and shout out to her. Moving right along, let's get into this NFL football shit that y'all love so much and I love so much. Let's start with this new news. Jackson Dart. So Dart in, Russ out. Now, I don't know how y'all feel about that, but of course I'm gonna give my take, StreetsCenter take. As far as I'm concerned, this is stupid. But then, all right, I kind of see both sides to this. So on one hand, it's like, hey, we can't do any worse. We 0-3. So let's throw the youngin' out there. But on the other hand, it's like, bro, y'all got a tough schedule coming up. And although I feel you drafted him high, you want to go ahead and put him out there, start seeing the dividends pay out from your investment. But I think they should slow their roll. Let Russ. I mean, the man he just came from another team. He was with the Steelers last year. Y'all not going to cut him no break or give him no slack. I mean, these losses is not all his fault, though. Like, y'all feel me on that? It's not all his fault. Like, the defense is, they giving up points. The offense, Russ done some Russ shit. And that's true. But at the same time, you don't know exactly what Jackson Dart is going to do in the game. So to just sit Russ, who's already proven himself in this league, and to start Jackson Dart after the 3rd game, because let's be honest, y'all not going nowhere. Let's just keep it a buck. I don't care who y'all got at quarterback right now. Y'all not going nowhere, because your team is not built to beat the top teams. The Giants are not built to beat anybody for real yet. Like, No, and then you just lost your best running back. What are you doing? You hear what I'm saying? So it's just like I see what you're doing, but then I don't agree with it. But I see it. I could understand it, but then at the same time, I don't. Like, what are you doing? So, Jackson Dart's gonna be the starter next week. Let's see who they got. They got the Chargers. You got the Chargers. Let's think about that for a second. The Chargers, who are 3-0, not 0-3. And that's who you're gonna send Jackson Dart out against? Good Lord. I guess it's a good thing the young bull can run. Because goddamn, he gonna need to run like a motherfucker. Straight up. He gonna need to be out there just head on a swivel, moving and shaking and grooving. Because I don't see him having a good day or a lucky day against the Chargers and that defense over there. And the way that team's playing, that's gonna be a blowout. But we'll get into the games for week 4 later. But yeah. So I just, wanted to touch on that Dart starting this week 4. I mean, Russ just threw for almost 500 yards. But then he do Russ, so then I do understand, but then I don't. All quarterbacks have issues and problems. I just feel like we need to give him a little, give him a little, give him a little, you know what I'm saying? He was just different offense last year, different coach, different team. And it's just like, I don't know. I don't know. The question is, how does Russ feel? How does Russell Wilson feel about being benched to a rookie? What happens to him going forward? What is Russ going to do? Are the Bengals going to call him? Hello, Russ? Yeah, man. Hey, yeah, I heard they just put you on the bench. You trying to come over here? Like, I could see that. But I don't know. I feel like the Bengals is chilling. And I don't know why. Y'all need to go get something. Go get Shador. What's up with that? But Russ would definitely be somebody I'd be calling. I'd be like, man, I just seen they just benched your ass. But if you ain't busy, you know what I'm saying? You know, Sierra want to come to Cincinnati. Make sure you throw Sierra in there. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure the decision is up to her too. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I know how it goes, these women folk. You gotta have Big Mama okay and shit. You feel me? So yeah, let's get to this. That's all I had with that Dart shit and Rush shit. Um, it's like, what do you do? And I guess they know what they gonna do, and they gonna put Jackson Dart in. That's cool. That's cool. Just remember that you got Russ over there when stuff starts looking spooky and them scary hours come. Cause you may as well let Russ finish the season. You're not doing nothing in the NFC. You ain't doing nothing in the NFC East. Yeah, you come on with it. You're not going anywhere. It ain't going to the playoffs. You're not going to no Super Bowl. You ain't going to no playoffs, and you're probably gonna have a losing record regardless of who you got at quarterback at this point. But hey, that's why I'm not a GM or an owner, I guess. Let's get to the next topic. No McCarthy, no Burrow, no problemo, at least for one of the teams. The Vikings, let's see here. The Vikings look pretty good. Vikings look pretty good without Burrow against the Bengals. They put up 40 fucking points. Geez. It didn't look like it was an issue for them. 40 points without your star quarterback? And then the Bengals were held to 10 points. 10 points. You got Chase. All that money you just spent on offense. You putting up 10 points? Come on, bruh. What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, I'm going to tell you right now, the Bengals coach is going to be fired by the end of the season. Whether it's because of quarterback out or regardless, I think he is on a ticking time. His clock is ticking. Tick, 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 tick. It's just like, there's no hope for you, my guy. If y'all don't get to the playoffs this season, hell with the playoffs. If y'all don't make a deep run, all that money they just spent, bruh, I don't care if Burrow not in or not. That's not going to be a good look for you, sir. And your job is on the line. For sure. For sure, for sure. But let's get back to the Vikings. Carson Wentz went in there and did his thing. Without JJ, they put up almost a 50 piece. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Say that again. 50. So I don't know if I don't know. That was a pretty tricky game because it's like, dang, the Vikings, are they for real? They did play the Bengals, and we know what the Bengals defense looked like. They spent all their money on offense. They paid one guy on defense, Hendrickson, and he can't do it by himself. So their defense is a little bit, and they showed that letting the Vikings, without McCarthy or Sam Darnold, put up 48. Now, I know they got weapons on the Vikings, but 48, the Carson Wentz. Aaron Jones, I believe, was out. I don't think they got Addison back. So just like, what are we doing, Bengals? What are y'all doing? I don't know, but the coach better figure it out quick or he's fired. Fire. You feel me? You hear me? Shit. Need a drink after Kurt. Oh, this was Anywho. So we're gonna move right along. Yeah, that's my take on that. If the Bengals don't get it together, that coach is gone. Taylor, whatever his name is, he's out of there. But I am curious of how they'll look or what they'll do when McCarthy comes back and they not putting up 40 points. Now, granted, it was against the Bengals defense, but they looked, you know what I mean? They looked good. They looked good. Now, I was on that McCarthy bandwagon from the first game after that little comeback against the Bears. And then, I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens there. Because if Carson Wentz can do that, McCarthy, AJ, you might have to go and sit down. You know what I mean? Get your injury together, work on that, and then holler at us. You know what I mean? AFC South games. All right, we had a few of them. We had the Jaguars beat the Texans by 7, only by 7. Take it easy now. Slow your ass down. You're speeding. And then we had the Colts with Indiana Jones put a 40 piece up on the Titans. I don't know about y'all, but something's going on in Houston. Y'all can say sophomore slump, all that. I think it's deeper than that. I don't know. I feel like the offensive line is not what they thought they were doing with the offensive line. I guess they spent money on the offensive line. They thought they were going to get to it with them. But Stroud is still running for his damn life. Literally running for his life still. Getting sacked still. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. And the Colts 3-0 with Indiana Jones. Like Daniel Jones, I don't know where he's been the last couple years since leaving the Giants, but going to Indianapolis is shown like a good move for him and the Colts. And they're probably going to win that division and be a contender in the AFC. Now, as far as the Jaguars, you see some, then you don't see enough, but they got the win. They did get the win. Let's check something. Let's check this real quick. So currently in the AFC, the Colts are 3-0, Jaguars are 2-1, and both the Texans and Titans are 0-3. So I'm thinking the Colts are probably going to win that division. Probably. Let's see. Let's take a look at their schedule. Let's take a look at their schedule, see what they're working with. Okay. So they 3-0 right now. They got the Rams this upcoming weekend. Then they got the Raiders. Verdict's still out on the Raiders. Then they got the Cardinals. I like the Cardinals. I picked them to win the NFC West, but somehow the Niners beat them this weekend. So I don't know. Then they got the Chargers. Woo. They play the Titans. They play the Steelers. They play the Falcons. Then they play the Chiefs. All right. Then they play the Texans, Jags, Seahawks. I don't know about them. They got some guys. I don't know. But the way they schedule look, they definitely gonna be right there at the end. If they can stay healthy and keep things the way they've been looking, the Colts gonna be right there at the end, holding something down. That's I don't see much in their way. Yeah, because the Jags is 2-1. I'm still not quite sure what they're gonna be like, but the AFC South is coming down to the Colts and maybe the Jags. The Texans and Titans, boom. It's looking like it's a sinking ship and it's going down because you ain't around, baby. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Stroud, but like me and Coach was talking about last week, it's hard for black coaches out here, bro. You going 0-3, you might be fired. They might not even wait for the end of the season. They might go ahead and fire that ass now. You know what I'm talking about? It might be over and done with. You dig? So, we'll see how that pays out. But the AFC South, the Colts probably going to win it. But the Jags might give them a run. But we'll see. Still week 3. Pump your brakes. Pump your brakes. Even me, I'm going to pump my brakes. Talking about motherfuckers getting fired and whatnot. You know what I mean? Take it easy. It's week 3, but it's not looking good. It ain't looking good at all, my boy. My boy. It ain't looking good for y'all in Houston or Tennessee. But, Tennessee ain't, I don't think anybody had any high expectations for them. So it'll be okay. So let's get on from the AFC South. It's gonna make me throw up. No, but for real though. Colts gonna have the Colts look good. Daniel Jones, Jonathan Taylor, Pittman, Alec, like they got some dogs out there and they balling. Their defense is good. Their defense is really good. I mean, when you think about it, they holding teams to some look. Like they put up 40 and the Titans only had 20. So, I don't know. We'll see. But another interesting game. The Commanders played the Raiders with no Jaden McDaniels and still put up a 40 piece. So it's hard with games like that. And maybe it's because the defense didn't have enough time. I mean, Mariota been in the league a little while. They should have had some tape on him, but you don't know what the Commanders are doing with Mariota. So you quite don't know what to expect. So that may be the reason why they were able to put up 40 points. And the Raiders defense is sus. They have one good defensive player, and that's Big Max Crosby. So can I see him putting up 40 points without Daniels? Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of points. That's just like when we were just talking about the Vikings without McCarthy. But we still don't know about McCarthy. Like he had one good quarter, basically, of football. He did show that he can come back and have poise after throwing interception and that shit. But the Commanders putting up 40 piece against the Raiders without Daniels, that's not saying a lot. They won the game. We'll have to see if they can do it next game without him. I'm not sure on his timetable. I think he's still like week to week, day to day. But they put up a 40 piece on the Raiders. And I think they making stuff tight for the NFC East. Cause yeah, the Eagles are 3-0. The Commanders are now 2-1. So they making that tight. And I think after the Rams-Eagles game, we pretty much got a little feel of what's going to happen or what it's going to be like later in the season, who's going to be the top dogs, because that was a good game. I don't know what happened to the Rams at the end, but the Eagles, let me get deep for a second. I heard somebody saying, I'm not sure who it was, one of them analysts, one of these sports guys. And they were said, I think actually it's my guy. I like Drew Brees. I think Drew Brees said this. The Eagles offense is boring. I wouldn't say that the Eagles offense is boring. What I will say is I don't think the offensive coordinator for the Eagles is using the weapons and the people he has on that team enough. I don't know if y'all understand what I'm saying or feel me on that. But I feel like it's not boring because just like we saw in the game this weekend against the Rams, like AJ Brown, I wasn't bored. I wasn't bored at all. AJ Brown going off, Jalen doing Jalen shit. The Rams was balling. I don't know what happened in the second half or in the fourth quarter, but they were up 26-7 and didn't score again. And then Eagles scored 26 straight points. Now, one of those points happened on a block kick that would have won the Rams the game. And how these big mugs be blocking these kicks, pushing through there and putting their hand that far up. He took it a step further because he blocked the thing, ran through, grabbed the ball, and took it for a touchdown. And they say this man was running almost 20 miles an hour at 300 pounds. Woo! He was on his horse. He was on his horse for that. Definitely on his horse. That boy was moving. I don't know what he had for breakfast, if he had his Wheaties, you know what I mean? Or he had 2 Gatorades instead of 1. But he definitely drank his pickle juice. Because that bowl was gone. All he needed was a air mask. He needed some oxygen. But yeah, I'm not too sure about the Commanders, but the Eagles have shown me that their defense is legit, and we already know about their offensive grinders. They got Saquon. He hasn't quite been able to be Saquon yet this year in the game. Now, I don't know if that's the offensive line, if it's the offensive coordinator in the plays, is Jalen, is it Saquon? But I haven't seen the Saquon we all saw last year run for 2 Gs. So, yeah, the NFC East is going to come down to the wire. Because I actually think, don't let nobody that's a Cowboys fan hear me say this, but I would not be surprised to see the Cowboys fighting at the end of the season to get a playoff victory or get into the playoffs. Because I don't know what's going to happen with the Commanders. They don't look like the Commanders from last year. So if the Cowboys can beat them, get one of them games against the Eagles. I don't know. The NFC East, I don't know. CD Lamb is out now. They do got a tough schedule because they do play the Packers this weekend. And that's Micah's going home. And I think he going to have a hell of a day. Micah Parsons going to be chasing Dak all over the place. And that's my take on that. But we'll see how the Commanders look with Jaden Daniels come back before I get into this next thing. We'll see what happens with Jaden Daniels and the Commanders going forward. But a 40-piece is a 40-piece. That's for damn sure. 40-piece is a 40-piece. And they put up 40 on the Raiders. But you do what you got to do against the team that you play against, okay? If you're playing the Raiders, you know they deep, you better put up 30 to 40 points without your quarterback. All right? So we're going to go to the next one. I did mention the Rams-Eagles game. Eagles, see, that's what I'm saying about them Eagles, man. Like, you just never know. It's like that season where it was just like everybody was waiting for the shoe to drop. Like, all right, they're going to lose at some point because they don't look good. It's kind of like everybody was doing with the Chiefs last year. It's like, they're going to lose at some point. They're not good. They don't look good. Look, bruh, I don't care how you think we look. We undefeated. Or we got one loss. We 14-1, 13-1. You know what I'm saying? 10-0. And everybody was just like, the Chiefs going to lose at some point. They can't sustain this. Went back to the Super Bowl and shut everybody up. So I'm going to put my brakes on the Eagles. They still 3-0. Can't talk shit about a 3-0 team. I mean, it's only 3-0 again. We only going into week 4. We only been through 3 weeks. So, yeah. And NFC is showing me something. Because I'm going to tell you right now, the Packers may have beat the Lions, but the way they smacked on them Ravens, I mean, the score looked close, but the game looked different. If you watched it, you know what I'm talking about. It looked like the Lions was just Like the first couple series or the first couple drives for each team, it was tied up. It was what, 21-21 before the half, or 14-14 at the half, or something like that. And then the third quarter came after halftime. The Lions was like, bruh, what you talking about? We still do this. And they had a good outing. And the Lions, let me see here, 38-30. And it could have been more than that. It could have been more than that. And Ravens also could have won. They also could have won. If the dude, King Henry, whatever y'all want to call him, he ain't no king of mine. He ain't no king of mine. You know what I mean? If Henry wouldn't have fumbled, which is the third one this season, he played 3 games, you got 3 fumbles. What's up, Henry? What's up? You got your hand in the cookie jar? Your hands greasy? Wipe them things off, bruh. Wipe them. Get all that stuff off. Does he wear gloves? Don't wear gloves if you're wearing gloves. I don't know. Because on the one fumble, it looked like he had it in a nice position, but if you got the angle on him, you pound that thing, you can get it out. But 3 in 3 games, I can't count. Shit, did you see that? 3 in 3 games? Bro, we gonna have to talk. Come on up here. Come on up here, Henry. Bruh, what are you doing? See, now sometimes stuff makes sense, because when you think about it, it's like, all right, Henry, you fumbling. Maybe the coaches and stuff be knowing someone, they don't put you in. Maybe you be too tired. You know what I'm saying? You're a workhorse, but you're a big 6'2", 250, 240, whatever the hell it is. He big as hell. Maybe he'd be a little winded, and maybe he should have been out of that play. Maybe he wouldn't have fumbled. Maybe they would have called something else. But 3 in 3 games? No, Henry. Got to holler at you. I'm going to sideline him. But you can't do that. It is Derrick Henry. But it's just like, bruh. But anyways, back to the Lions. They look good. I know they lost to the Packers, to start the season off. But I wouldn't count them out. They look good, boy. We gonna see. Hold on. Let me just take a look here. At the Lions schedule. Right, all right. The Lions, all right. So, they got the Browns this week. We lost to the Browns. The Packers lost to the Browns. I'm gonna get into that. But the Lions got the Browns this week. We'll see how that do, because that Browns defense. I'm gonna get into that, because that's the next game we're gonna go over. That Browns defense is good. The offense, basically, Flacco is in a position right now. Don't lose the game. Don't go out there and throw some picks. Don't fumble the ball. Get your ass out of the pocket. That's where they at. That's where the Browns is at. And like when people was talking to me, my man James, we was talking. He was like, "Man, I think your team's gonna whoop my team." He's a Brownie, and I had to pause. I had to stop him right there. I was like, "Look, man, listen. This is the same thing I said when everybody was hype about Micah being on the Packers. What is Jordan Love gonna do?" Because I knew that defense was coming. That defense is always humming, especially with Myles Garrett. And he got the lineman yelling, "Jordan, run! Jordan!" Like, that was crazy. But it happened. And the Browns defense is legit. But okay. Lions got the Browns coming up. Then they play the Bengals. So then they got the Chiefs. Buccaneers. Woo! The Lions got a tough schedule. Golly. They play the Browns, Bengals, Chiefs, Bucks, Vikings, Commanders, Eagles, Giants. Then they play the Packers again. They play the Cowboys, the Rams, the Steelers, the Vikings again, and then end the season with the Bears. So, yeah, we'll see what's up with the Lions. And speaking of the Bears, what a great game by Caleb. Caleb Williams looked good. That's the first game I can say Caleb Williams looked good from beginning to end. I don't know what he had for breakfast that Sunday, but he needs to do the same routine again, because he looked good. I can't say anything to the contrary. The man went out there and did his thing, and let's see here. The Bears. Yeah. 31-14. I mean, and everybody been talking about it. You name it, they called it. But the Cowboys defense is ass. Okay, ass cheeks, actually. Booty. Okay. And so Caleb went out there and lit him up. Because he had like 4 tutties, like 250, and was pretty much had his highest passer rating that he's ever had. And completion percentage was pretty good too. Like he was being efficient with the ball, and he made the Cowgirls pay. Yes, I said Cowgirls, because 31-14 beat out. What? Come on, man. Y'all gotta do a lot better than that, Cowgirls. Yeah. Did you stop the run? Jerry, did y'all stop the run? I don't know. Don't matter, because you still got 31 put up on you. That's okay. Mike will be back next week. He be back. He gonna show y'all what the game's been missing. He gonna show y'all what y'all missing. Because y'all try to act like y'all wasn't gonna be missing him. You're missing him. But speaking of the Packers and Micah, let's get to the Packers losing to the Browns. First of all, y'all know I'm always coming here repping. You win some, you lose some. But you live to fight another day. We fighting another day. Okay. 2-1. We lost to the Browns. That defense, and I try to tell people because I'm not just a Packers fan. I'm a former football player, and I'm a realist. And the real is I don't know what I'm going to get week to week with Jordan Love. Can he be something? Hell yeah, I done seen it. But can I get it consistently? Now, I don't know if it's him, because he had some wild stuff he was doing in that game. He got to stop taking sacks. You've been in this league too long now. You got to know when to fold him. You got to know when to toss that baby up out of there, out of bounds, pull a Russ, throw it out the end zone. They can hit the field goal. Poor Russ. When I seen Russ throw those passes, let me leave Russ alone. Let me get off this. I don't want to see her in my DMs talking about leave her man alone and, you know what I mean, getting my show shut down. You feel me? I'm going to leave Russ alone. But Russ, I mean, he on the bench now, so there ain't going to be no more talking about him. You did. But back to the Packers. So losing to the Browns, you want to be like, damn, y'all lost to the Browns? Oh, slow your roll. Slow your roll, toilet bowl. Take it easy. You know what I'm talking about? Because we still beat the Lions and we beat the Commanders. And I just think the Browns, we went into the Browns game with, and I think this is the coach's fault. Maybe it is, maybe it's the players. I don't know. One player I do know for sure need to get their shit together, Jordan Love. Jordan Love is the reason why I'm not out here like, oh, we have Michael, we're going to win the Super Bowl. Jordan Love, come up here, boy. Let me talk to you real quick. From a fan and a realist and a football player. Bruh, it is time for you to step up and be the guy we seen with all of this potential. It's time to put everything on the table and come with it. You ain't injured, you know what I'm saying? This your 3rd, 4th year starting. It's time, bruh. And you're on the clock. Because quarterbacks in this league, if you're not producing, bye-bye. Adios. Ciao, Chabela. See, late. Like, and you know, Packers, we've had luck. We've had great luck with quarterbacks. Okay, we done went from Favre to Rodgers and now Love. And like I said, Love has showed potential and some promise and some skill, but I feel like he's just missing some edge to him. He's missing that that quarterbacks had. You know what I'm talking about? That bravado that the good ones come with. Like, bro, I'm a quarterback for the Packers. I feel like he's holding back. I feel like Love is holding back and he's not willing to. I understand you don't want to go out there and be a gunslinger and lose your team the game. But, bro, at the quarterback level, it is what it is. You got to take risks. You got to try shit and not dumb shit. But, like, Be more aggressive. And like I said, I don't know if it's the coaching or him, but it looked more him. Because sometimes LaFleur, he be looking pissed like, Love, what are you doing? Because I know the man got the plays. You know what I'm talking about? He got the offensive plays for you. We've seen it time and time again since LaFleur been there. He can figure something out without the weapons, with the weapons. He just need his quarterback to do what he got to do. And Jordan Love, baby, please unleash that beast. Come on, man. And if it ain't in you, if it's not in you, I understand. If you're not that guy, and you know you're not that guy, I understand. Ain't no problem. Ain't no thing. It ain't no thing. Don't even trip. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But it's time. It's time for us to see what you got going on. It's time for us to see it. We sick of it. I'm tired. All right? As a fan, tired. As a football player, bruh, show us what everybody's been talking about. Let us see you be great. You got the potential. You got the arm. You know what I mean? You got the mechanics then. I feel like you can run a little bit more to help yourself get out of them sacks and stuff. It's just like you're trying to be this pocket passer. These pass rushers are legit. These defensive coordinators not letting no quarterback sit in the backfield and just pick people apart. You better keep your head on the swivel and get them legs moving, boy. I mean, come on, bruh. Are you watching film on defenses? They're coming to get you. Don't be in there taking them sacks, boy. Throw that ball away. Live to see another down. Be aggressive here. You know what I mean? Try something. Ain't it? Be man enough to risk it. Be man enough. Be the quarterback. Come on, man. That's part of the job. So you're going to get hell if you make a mistake. Don't be scared of it. Don't shy away from it. This league ain't for suckers. The suckers don't make it. I'm going to tell you that right now. Suckers don't make it. They in and out of there. Like they be good in college, come to the league. We find out they suckers. Or the people in the league find out they suckers. And it's on to the next one, bro. It's on to the next one. And you're 27. You got time, but the time is now, sir. You got the team around you. Elementary football. Your defense got your back. I mean, it was 13-10. You can't give me more than 10 points, Love? LaFleur? Come on, man. And see, that was my whole thing in the beginning of the season. Like, Micah, yeah. I love Micah to the Packers. I love it. Because it does make our defense better, I feel like. And we have proven that to start the year. But our defense was good last year. Love, what are you going to do? LaFleur, what are you going to make them do? The offensive coordinator, all that. Y'all need to get it together. Get it together, Pack team. Because I love you. I'm always be a fan, but I'm also going to give it to you real. This is the StreetsCenter podcast, goddammit. You know what I'm talking about? So, like, come on. Show me something, baby. Show me something. I need love. Come on now. Now, let's go on to the Browns real quick. Like I said, if Flacco don't go out there and lose the game and the offense don't lose the game, fumbles, throwing interceptions, getting a lot of penalties. Like, if y'all can just keep getting field goal range, get a touchdown or two, the defense going to hold y'all down. That defense is something else in Cleveland. So whoever has to play them, y'all better bring your big boy pants. Because the Browns is bringing it. They don't give a fuck who you are. They don't give a damn what you talk about. And that's been how the Browns been the last couple of years. Their defense keeps them in the game, keeps it close at least a little bit. And then the offense just be so, But yeah, Cleveland, especially with the Ravens now 1-2. The AFC North, hold on. The AFC North, hold on now. Let's take a gander real quick how that AFC North looking like. AFC North. AFC North. Bengals are at the top of the AFC North. Who called that? Don't lie. You ain't call that. Because I'm pretty sure everybody had the Ravens, maybe the Steelers, or maybe the Bengals. I don't know. Because first of all, we all know the Bengals are not good in the beginning of the season. The last few years, however many years it's been, the Bengals are not good in the beginning of the season. So to see them at 2-1 atop the division, then the Steelers and the Ravens 1-2. The Ravens. I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that later. Talking about the AFC North and the Browns right now. 1-2, the same record as the Ravens. Some of y'all still got the Ravens winning the Super Bowl. And I'm not saying that, but after last night, we gotta talk. We gotta talk, baby. I'm gonna say that for later. I'm gonna get through the rest of my points here. So Packers, Jordan Love. Jordan Love. I need to see the real Jordan Love stand the freak up. Stand the fuck up. Jordan Love, where you at? Come on now. But Browns did what they needed to do to get the dub. Packers didn't, and they got an L. And this week we got the Cowgirls. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if the Packers go to Dallas with Micah and Jordan Love fuck that game up or loses that game for us, I don't see it happening because the Cowboys defense is trash. But if it happens, I'm gonna tell you, when I come back in here next week, I'm gonna be in here raising hell. I'm here to tell y'all now. I don't see it happening, but I'm just letting y'all know because Jordan Love gonna get a piece of my mind for sure. Cause at the end of the day, it's all coming down to Jordan Love and LaFleur. Y'all need to get it together on offense. We got y'all got them young receivers. Everybody, you got Jacobs in the backfield. You got this other young cat in the backfield, Whitting. The receivers, you got Kraft, Musgrave. You got weapons on offense. How we only managed to score 10 points is ridiculous. People talking about y'all contenders and y'all could win the Super Bowl and you go out and score 10 points and lose to the Browns 13-10. Get the fuck out of here. And this is coming, again, from a Packers fan. I've been a Packers fan for decades. So ain't no hater. Ain't no, you know what I mean? Oh, he's switching up. Nah. I'm giving my team exactly what they need. What's up? You know what I'm talking about? Some of y'all need to be more real with yourselves and your teams, like me. Anywho. All right. What's next? Chargers, the AFC West. Now, that game between the Chargers and the Broncos was a nail biter. Came down to it. But hey, look. You gotta win the tight ones. But that gets you ready for the playoffs. And the Chargers won against the Broncos 23-20. And what else happened in the AFC West? Hold on. We ain't gonna leave the Chargers. I want to get on that. Yeah, the Raiders lost. AFC West, and the Chiefs won. So Broncos, Chargers, Chiefs, Raiders. Raiders, Chiefs finally get a win. Chargers, Broncos duked it out. Now, when you go to the standings right now, Chargers are number one in that division, 3-0, as we all know. Chargers been looking good. Herbert out there. Harbaugh, I see you out there, boy. I see what you're doing out there, boy. And I don't think anybody expected the Chargers. They were hoping for Justin Herbert to finally. The same thing I was talking about Jordan Love. Man, at some point it's time. At some point it's time for you to go ahead and do your thing. Straight up. It's time, baby. It's time. You know what I mean? So Chargers 3-0, and then the rest of that division is 1-2. The whole division is 1-2. Raiders 1-2, Broncos 1-2, Chiefs 1-2. And I think that's actually surprising to some people, even me, about the Broncos being 1-2, because it's like I think everybody was thinking a little bit different with the Broncos. They only won one game. So they beat the Titans, and that's not saying a lot because the Titans are 0-3 and they don't look too good. So you beat the AFC South team and Titans, who are 0-3. And then you lost to the Colts and the Chargers. So you're already in the hole in the division, Broncos. And then you got the Bengals, Eagles, Jets, Giants, Cowboys, Texans, Raiders. Like, your schedule does not look good. So hopefully y'all can figure it out. I wasn't expecting that from the Broncos this year, but it is what it is at this time in the season, going into week 4. So right now I'm giving that division for sure to the Chargers because they look the best. Chargers. Justin Herbert. They did lose Matt, but somehow they're still, they weathering that storm of not having Khalil Mack because he got injured. I believe he hurt his elbow or shoulder or something. He's gonna be out. But the Chargers 3-0 in that division, or they 3-0 in that division. They already beat a couple of the teams in the division. So the AFC West. Now, here's the thing about the AFC West. Yes, the Chargers are 3-0, and everybody else in that division is 1-2. But if y'all motherfuckers keep acting like y'all gonna bet against my homeboy and Andy Reid, y'all might want to open your motherfucking eyes and remember, use your brain. Mahomes and Andy Reid are going to figure it out. My homeboy, Kelsey, they're gonna get Rice back. Worthy gonna get healthy, and then who knows? Because I do know Andy Reid has weapons, and Mahomes got some hitters out there. He gonna do his thing, and I just think a lot of injuries. And I'm not giving no excuses. I'm not giving no excuses. Because first of all, we are talking about the Chiefs here. I'm not giving them no outs. They earned this shit talk. Because for the last year, they just been it. But right now, you're 1-2. All right. We ain't even gonna get excited about that win against the Giants. Y'all can cool that out. Right now, the division belongs to the Chargers. And the way it's looking, they might not let up. It might be their division all year. But again, don't bet your coin against the Chiefs. Don't do it. Don't waste your time or your dime betting against my homeboy and Andy Reid. Next thing. All right. Listen, the Cowgirls, like, don't it just make you sad for them sometimes? It just make you want to hug a Cowboy fan. Just come here, bro. Okay, come here. Come here. Get a hug. I love you. All right. Because God dang. I just hope and pray for y'all that Jerry Jones finally decides to step down and let somebody else run this team. Because what are we doing? What are we doing? You lose to the Bears, who just been getting smacked the first 2 games. You lose to the Bears 31-14, bro. I don't even think you over there doing what you ain't stopping the run. And then I think the guy that you got from the Packers for Micah is hurt. Like, y'all just the guy. Well, where the guy y'all drafted for defensive line? Where is he at? I ain't heard. Somebody put out an APB out on that mama. Yeah, we ain't seen him. Yeah, Bolo. Be on the lookout. He'll pop up somewhere. I don't know where the hell he at. Is he injured? Who knows? I don't give a fuck. All I know is the Cowboys are doing the same Cowboy shit. Like, and then now you're down Lamb. He gonna be out a couple weeks, 3 to 4. Now you just got Pickens, Ferguson, Urban, Tolbert, a bunch of lies. You know what I'm saying? I pray for that. Your running game does look better this year, Cowgirls. Your running game does look better. I will give y'all that. This Williams cat, this youngin', yeah, he give me y'all some spark out of the backfield. And Dak does look good from time to time, but it's just y'all defense. And then they only put up 14, and the Bears defense is not all that. So I don't know. I think the Bears may have just had your number that day, but it didn't look good. You can lose, but it didn't look good. Y'all didn't look good. And then once Lamb went down, it was just like it was no hope. You could see it in everybody's face on the sidelines, and Jerry's in the booth. And the motherfuckers he was around. It didn't look good for you, boy. But let's move to the Bears. Caleb Williams played a great game. He looked good. They put up some points. And I'm just happy to see him get a win And it was kind of a big win for them, I'm sure, to beat the Cowgirls. It was in Chicago though, but I still think that it was a good game for the Bears. They came out and showed something. And like I said, in week 1, they showed us something against the Vikings. And then, JJ went out and did his thing in the fourth quarter. But the Bears looked good in that game. So I don't know. If Caleb can sustain this and the Bears can keep doing this week to week, that's gonna make that NFC North a little bit more tricky. Because like we just said, the Vikings put a hurting on the Bengals. We all saw what the Lions did to the Ravens last night. And then you got the Pack. So that NFC North, I don't think there's no room for the Bears. I don't think it's no room. It ain't gonna be room for 3 of us. I mean, 2 max, I believe, in the division can usually make it out. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But right now it's the Packers. I believe it's the Packers ahead of that division. Packers 2-1, Vikings 2-1, Lions 2-1, Bears 1-2. So it's already looking like what I said it was gonna be. The NFC North is gonna be tight. I don't know what the Vikings gonna do at quarterback, if they're gonna put JJ back in or keep Winston. I don't know. We'll see how that unfolds or plays itself out. But the AFC North is looking tight. So, congratulations to the Bears getting the victory, getting a win up on the board. So that's all good. That's all good. Cowgirls, yeah, nah. NFC West, I touched on a little bit earlier. Right now, I bet y'all ain't none of y'all see that, except for the Niner gang. Niner gang is 3-0. Rams 2-1. The Rams played a good game. I thought they was about to beat the Eagles' ass, but the Eagles pulled it out. They defending champ. Put some respect on their name. You know what I mean? But Niners 3-0, Rams 2-1, Cardinals 2-1, Seahawks 2-1. That NFC West, baby. And what's up with Marvin Harrison Jr.? Was he crying? Come on, man. First of all, what is it, second year? Take it easy, boy. Take it easy. And I'm sure if he got any former players or current players that he cool with or nothing like that, they probably told him the same thing. Hey, bro, hey, on any given Sunday, you can have a bad game. You can have a shit game. Just like my man Micah said, he's like, hey, sometimes you just shit the bed. I mean, take it easy. Work on it. Work on your craft. Get out there every day. Work on your hands. Get in the weight room. Figure it out. Don't go on the interviews sounding like defeated. Because your teammates don't want to see it. Your quarterback definitely don't want to see it. It's not good for the fans. Like, I understand the loss hurts, but first of all, bruh, it's only week 3 going into week 4. You're 2-1. Chill. It's a long season, bro. It's no need crying already. I mean, he looked distraught and sad and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, take it easy. Take it easy. But I don't see the Niners being atop that division by the end of the season. I do see the Rams at the top. I like the Cardinals, Seahawks, Sam Darnold. Hey, maybe he gonna show us some of that magic he had up in Minnesota last year and in Seattle. We'll see. But right now, that's a tight division, NFC West. I'm gonna go with the Rams at the end of the season being the top, then the Cardinals, and then the Niners, Seahawks. We'll see. Shit, that's probably gonna shape up like the NFC North. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Let's move on from the NFC West. We saw the Chiefs and the Giants play Sunday night. Yeah. Chiefs finally got that dub that they needed. It still wasn't pretty. But they hurting. They hurting on offense. They need to go trade for some, pick up somebody, do something. Because if you telling me right now you're gonna depend on Hollywood Brown, Juju, And I don't even know who the other cat was that was out there. But Hollywood Brown, Juju, and Kelsey. Now I don't know if Kelsey is love drunk or losing his loving fucking mind, or he just in love and busy elsewhere and not working on his job. But he's not looking Kelsey like. Then he wanna, he wanna be beefing with Andy. Hey, bro, get out here and do your thing. You're not doing your thing like you usually do your thing. Now I don't know if it's the coverages, because when you ain't got nobody else to guard, then you can key in on somebody, and maybe that's what they doing with Kelsey. But he still just don't look Kelsey-ish. He don't look Kelsey like. I don't know what it is. I mean, age is a thing. He is getting older. That's for sure. But it's still like, bruh, really though? Are we for real though? You know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see about them Chiefs. But they hurting. They hurt now as they start getting healthy and get Rice back off suspension, because he's not hurt. So he should have come back ready to go. They get Worthy back, who Kelsey put out. What are you doing? That's what I'm talking about right there. Like, you've been in this league too long to be running into him. Well, what are you doing? Yeah, so the Giants, we already talked about that at the beginning. The Jackson Dart shit. I don't know what you're expecting to happen with Jackson Dart. I don't think things are really going to change, but who knows? I don't know. I don't know what they seen in camp. I don't know what they seen when he was at, what was that, Ole Miss? I don't know what y'all saw. You know what I mean? I don't know. But good luck. More power to you. I hope it works out. Because if not, then you got a problem. Because now it's like, dang, you did Russ dirty, and we 0-7 now. 8, 1-7, 2-6. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, careful what you ask for, bro. Because we don't know about Dark. I mean, obviously he's a running quarterback, or he's a dual threat quarterback. So I guess, that could help. Because like I was just saying about Love, hey boy, you gotta be moving in that pocket. And I don't know if Russ does that enough to help himself or the team. So maybe this would be good for the Giants. I still don't see them competing in their division with the Commanders and even the Cowgirls. I mean, and the Eagles are defending champs. To be the man, you have to beat the man. And I don't see it happening right now. After what the Eagles did to the Rams at the end of that game, they got something. Something clicked. So whether that would continue on next, throughout the rest of the season, I don't know. Because the Eagles had some mishaps. But we'll see. But anyway, the Chiefs, I'm just trying to forewarn y'all about betting and talking crazy about the Chiefs. Because when they, just like last year, when at the end of the season, after all this shit talk y'all was doing and saying about the Chiefs and Mahomes and this and that and da, they were still in the Super Bowl. I'll leave you with that and move on. Okay. That Lions-Ravens game. Let's talk a little bit about it. I'm going to go over this Lions-Ravens game, get into that, and then we're going to go ahead and get into week 4 games. So Lions-Ravens. Now, when I saw that on the schedule, I was like, dang, is this going to be a Super Bowl preview? Because last year, that's who I had going to the Super Bowl. And it ended up being the Eagles and the Chiefs. But I for sure thought, man, the way they was playing all season, I'm like, this could be Lamar's year. But I didn't bet on it because of the Chiefs. But it looked like it was possible. But then Josh Allen said, hey, Lamar, you forgot about me. And got it. I mean, it wasn't Lamar's fault, and it could have went the other way, but a win's a win, and the Bills went on and got beat by the Chiefs because Josh Allen can't beat Mahomes. And I guess Lamar can't beat Josh or Mahomes. I don't know. But the Lions put the smack down. Yeah, the score looked close, 38-30, but from my optics, me looking at the game, it was like, for real, the Lions was in control the whole game. Like, it was tied up. It was like 21-21 at halftime. And then like in the second half, the Lions were just like, all right, time to do this. Time to let y'all know who we really are. And they came out and did it. And the Ravens was trying to fight back, but it's just like miscues and mistakes and Derrick Henry. And then even Lamar, he got strip sacked. I mean, he recovered it, but it's still like, damn, you done lost 20 yards. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I feel like and maybe this is what the Ravens need at the beginning of the season to kind of help them grow and be better later in the seasons. But it didn't look good. And the Lions did look good. They definitely look good. Considering the last couple games. Well, no, not the last game, the first game, and then the second game they put up a 52 piece, and then last night they put up a 38 piece. So they're looking back to how they were last year. So, like I said, that NFC North, whoo, like we beat them in the first game, but they've looked good the last 2 weeks. So, but the Ravens, the Ravens are concerned. They're 1-2. 1-2. I don't like that. I don't like it because Eric, on paper, and everybody been saying it, all these other guys. They've been saying it, and they right. They've been saying it. They on paper, the roster, woo, you got this person, you got that, you got Flowers, you got Henry, you got Hop, D-Hop, you got, you know what I mean? The defense is supposed to be, I don't know about that defense letting the 38 piece get put on them. 38 piece now, it is the Lions. And the Lions are looking healthy and bout it right now. So, but the Ravens, I don't know what y'all gonna do. I don't know what y'all need to do. Get Zay Flowers the ball. I think he only had like 1 target or 0 targets in the first half of that game. I don't know. And Bateman was going on. Now, I don't know if it was the coverage and they was on Zay or what, but y'all better figure it out. Figure it out, Ravens. You need Lamar. Just like I said about Love. Hey, bro, at some point, Mug's gonna start looking at you like, all right, come on, Lamar. Hey, damn, what more we got to do? What more we got to give you now? It could be coaching. Don't. I never like to leave that out. It could be coaching. Could be a little bit coaching going on in there. But yeah, that's my take. That's what my take from last week's games and the standings and where we are now. Lions, all right. Lions looking like they supposed to. Chiefs still. Niners pulled out that win against the Cardinals. That was a pretty close win. The Cardinals could have won. Bears beat up on the Cowgirls. Seahawks put a spanking on them Saints. Saints are trash, though. I told you I don't like their quarterback. Riddler, Rattler, nobody. It's 13 points, 44 to 13. They roundhouse kicked that ass. Chargers, Broncos, close game. Chargers won. Buccaneers beat the Jets 29-27. And that was a close game. It was a good game. I need the Jets head coach to calm his ass down. I do need him to calm his ass down. I see him on the sideline looking a little bit too excited during the game. They ain't won yet. It wasn't over. It ain't over till she say it's over. Till the fat lady singing it a bit. You feel me? And he over there doing a goddamn silly ass shit. Bruh. Take it easy. Come on now. Not your first time head coach. Take it easy. Or do what you do. You know what I mean? But your team ain't won yet. Think so. Let me double check. I don't want to talk shit and be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Let me. Yeah, they 0-3. I knew I wasn't true, but I do like to check. You gotta double check when you talking shit. So yeah. And then Browns beat the Packers. Steelers did beat the Patriots. It was a good game. It was a close game. Still not bought in or sold on the Steelers, though. It's the Patriots. What was surprising to me, what was a surprise this weekend was the Panthers whooping up on the Falcons the way they did. I didn't mention it, but I do want to just make a note of that game. The Panthers did beat the Falcons, but I'm not too worried because the Buccaneers are going to win that division, and they're going to be a problem in the NFC. I'm going to tell y'all for the 95th time, I swear I've said this. So Baker Mayfield, Bakey Yankee, Big Bakey, yeah, he's a winner. I love me some Baker Mayfield. You know what I mean? And of course, the Browns let him go because they're stupid. They always blame the quarterback. You ain't got him no line. You ain't got him no weapons, but it's the quarterback. Somebody figured it out and unlocked that man, Baker Mayfield. And I'm glad to see it because I thought he got did dirty in Cleveland. And then he went to the Panthers and they had him playing defensive end on practice squad during practice. What are we doing? That's all I have to say to that. Anyway, moving right along. Panthers whooped on the Falcons. Yay. Clap, clap, clap. I'm sure my boy Spencer is excited about that. Don't be too excited, though, big dog. It's the Falcons. They done set Penix and put Cousins. They don't know what they doing, so take it easy. Don't get too excited. You ain't even going to win your division. Sorry. Eagles, Rams. We talked about that. Eagles beat them 33-26. Commanders whooped on the Raiders. Colts beat the Titans. Jags whooped on the Texans. Well, not whooped on. Jags beat the Texans. C.J. Stroud. D'Amico Ryans. Y'all better come on. Come on, come on, come on. Vikings slapped the hell out of the Bengals, and the Bills beat the Dolphins. So that's all last week wrapped up, baby. Let's get into this week's matchup, starting with Thursday night, Seahawks and Cardinals. That's going to be a good one on a Thursday nighter. I believe the game is in Arizona. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully Marvin's not, crying at the end of the game, regardless of how the game goes. But I'm going to take the Cardinals. I think I want to take the Cardinals. I don't know. Seahawks could win. But I'm gonna take the Cards. They at home playing the Seahawks. It's gonna be a game. I think it's gonna be a good game. Sunday morning. I don't know if y'all knew, but they starting their international games on Sunday. So we got a Sunday morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time game. Steelers, Vikings. Steelers are the home team. I'm gonna take the Vikings. I don't know who the quarterback gonna be, but I'm not sold on the Steelers at all. At all. So I don't know who gonna win that game. But I'm not picking the Steelers. Even though they could win, they do have Aaron Rodgers. He old, but he still showed he can do what he can do. Now 4th on the all-time list for passing touchdowns. He just passed Brett. How crazy is that? But I'm gonna take the Vikings in that game. Then we go to Sunday afternoon. We got Commanders and Falcons. I'm going to take the Commanders. I'm not picking the Falcons. They just put up 30. The Panthers put up 30. I'm not taking the Falcons. Commanders, give me that. Chargers, Giants. I'm gonna take the Chargers. Hell, you heard what I just said about the Chargers. Titans, Texans. AFC South. It's gonna be a dumpster fire. Titans and Texans. I don't know. Probably be a draw the way they both look this year. They both 0-3. I'm gonna give the Texans a little bit of an edge. They at home, and I think they're the better team. But we shall see. Don't be acting crazy if the Titans win the game. You're hearing what I'm saying. Don't be surprised if the Titans win. But I'm gonna take the Texans, give them the slight edge. I don't know what it is about Cam Ward. I'm not sold on him. I don't like him. I don't think he should have been number 1. But that's just me. Okay. We ain't even gonna get into that whole draft thing because that's just gonna piss me off because we're going to talk about the bullshit there. So I'm gonna take the Texans over the Titans. They're at home. That's a 1:00 game. Damn. Guess who we got? Buccaneers, Eagles, 2-3-0 teams. Yeah. Now this weekend we gonna see what's up. We're gonna see what's up. We're gonna bakey achy, baby. Bakey achy. We're gonna see what's up. I'm gonna take bakey achy in that game. You're gonna get the Eagles their first L. Cause it's in Tampa. It ain't at the link, all you Philly fans. It ain't at the link. It's gonna be in Tampa. So I'm gonna get an edge to the Buccaneers and bakey achy. I think my boy is hurt though. I think his boy is hurt, but I think Godwin's come back. Mike Evans might be out. Godwin might be in. We'll see. We'll confirm on that. But I still take the Buccaneers at home to beat the Eagles, and really it's because of what I saw them do against the Rams. So that has a lot to do with it. But yeah, I'm gonna take the Buccaneers over the Eagles at home. Panthers against the Patriots. I'm gonna take the Patriots. You want to know why? Because I'm not. The Panthers. The Panthers. Yeah, I'm not. I can't pick them. I don't know what it is. I just haven't seen enough from them yet. I haven't seen a lot from the Patriots either, but the Patriots are at home. So I'm gonna go with the home team. And I think the Patriots defense is gonna get after little Bryce. And it ain't gonna be a good game for him. Next we have Bills Saints. Y'all know who I'm taking in that game. Bills against the Saints. They might put up a 50 piece. It might be a 50 piece. And they're at home. Oh, poor New Orleans. Poor New Orleans. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. Josh Allen gonna have a field day. James Cook gonna have a field day. All right. Lions Browns. All right. I mean, I'm gonna take the Lions because they're at home, but the way that Browns defense is, it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good game. I might have to tune into that one, especially since we just lost to the Browns. Hey, Browns might be on something. They might be on a little run. They might have figured some shit out. Like I said, if the offense can just not lose the game, Flacco defense gonna hold it down. They got a great defense over there. So I'm gonna take the Lions though. Niners, Jags. The Niners are at home, but I think I might take the Jags in this one. I might take the Jags because Mac Jones is Mac Jones. He's had some good games so far with Purdy being out, but I just think the Jags on defense. I feel like think I saw they had the most takeaways so far this year. Last year they had 4. They've already got like 9 or something, or way more than they had all of last year. So that's big, especially when you're going up against a backup and then it's Mac Jones. So I'm gonna take the Jaguars in that game. It's a 4 o'clocker. It's in California, but the Jags is okay with that. They're okay with that nice weather. Rams Colts. Now, damn, there's some games this weekend. I'm loving these matchups that I'm sure a computer figured it out. Or I don't know. Maybe the people do figure it out too. But they got some games. Rams Colts. Rams are at home. But Indianapolis, that Indiana Jones, they might be bringing some of that stank from Indiana to LA. But I'm not going to take the Colts. I'm going to take the Rams at home because I believe in Stafford and McVay. And I don't know what happened against the Eagles the other day, but I think they'll rebound and get a Call State first L. That's not saying a lot about the Colts. It's just what I believe the Rams are capable of. Indiana Jones better be on his high horse. He better be getting up out of there. Cause that Rams defense, the way they was coming after Hurts and them boys. Ooh, Jonathan Taylor and Indiana Jones better be on it. Dan Jones better be up out of there. Raiders, Bears. See, that's a trick one. That's a tricky motherfucker right there. Raiders, Bears. Think about this one for a second. Did like the last time I saw the Bears play football. I haven't liked what I've seen from the Raiders. I'm gonna take the Bears. Sorry, K-Dot. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take the Bears to beat the Raiders in Las Vegas. Shout out to Coach Woe. Yeah, I'm not picking the Raiders. I don't think I'm gonna pick the Raiders all year. I don't know what's going on with Pete Carroll and G. You know how they say tag your it? Gino's not it. He's not it. He's not it. I'm sold. I don't know what he was doing in Seattle to make y'all think like he's that kind of guy, but he's not. He wouldn't be my star. There's something about Gino. I just don't get leader of a team, starting quarterback vibes from him. I don't get that from him. So, yeah. That's that. Taking the Bears against the Raiders. Ravens, Chiefs. What I tell you about these matchups? Oh, it's only week 4. Week 4. Golly. Is it Lamar can't beat the Chiefs in the playoffs or he can't beat them at all? I don't know. But damn. And the Chiefs is at home. It's a 4:25 game. Is that a game of the week? That better be game of the week. Sunday at 4:25. Chiefs, Ravens. Damn. Who y'all taking? Who y'all picking? Because after we saw, that was the Lions, not the Chiefs. But they did just take a L. So I don't. And Chiefs didn't. They won. It was against the Giants. I'm gonna take the Ravens. Y'all got me bugged up. I ain't betting against my homeboy. They gonna win at the crib against the Ravens. That's gonna be another loss for the Ravens. They gonna be 1-3. Some ain't right with either team. But if I gotta take one, I'm gonna take the Chiefs at home. Mahomes, my boy, Andy Reid. They gonna start clicking and figuring shit out. That's just my belief. Could the Ravens win? Of course. Of course. They should win. Am I picking them? No. Because Mahomes is a magician with that football. And if you don't know, now you know, because I'm telling you. And this is StreetsCenter Podcast. Y'all know what's up. Give it to your street. After that, we got the Packers and the Cowboys. Of course, I'm taking the Packers, and it's not just because I'm a Packers fan. It's just that there is no hope in the Cowgirls. I don't believe it. I definitely don't believe it against my team. And I definitely don't believe it on a Sunday night. Micah Parsons back in the building. He gonna be trying to go crazy. He gonna be going, oh man, I know he is looking forward to it all week. I know he is ready to go and smash on them straight up. So I'm gonna take the Packers Sunday nighter. Then we got 2 Monday night games. In case you didn't know, now you know. I'm gonna put your own game. You know, that's what I'm here for. StreetsCenter. Jets, Dolphins. Dolphins are at home. I'm not picking the Dolphins. I think the Jets gonna get a dub. They're gonna get their first dub. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if he should be playing because he was in concussion protocol. Hopefully he's able to play this week. If he does, they're definitely going to win against the Dolphins. I'm not a fan of the Dolphins at this current moment. Not sure, like I said about Geno. Tua, come here. You ain't him, bruh. You ain't him. And that's just my opinion. How I feel about the man. You got Waddle, and you got Hill, and you got these running backs, and you got this, that, and you just can't seem. Is it McDaniels? Or whatever his name is? That's a little dude. He just looked like a little nerd. And I don't know if it's him, but I'm definitely not sold or in agreement that Tua is a good starting quarterback in this league. Not taking the Dolphins. I'll take the Jets, even though the Dolphins are at home. I think the Jets go down there because the defense is definitely good. I think. And then Broncos and Bengals. I'm going to take the Broncos because after what the Vikings did to the Bengals and them not having Burrow, they in trouble. And I'm going to take the Broncos, and that's the 8:15 game on Monday. And that's all the games for week 4. And that's all we got this week on this episode of the StreetsCenter Podcast. Like I said, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in and subscribing and viewing it. Like I said, from episodes 1 to 2, the views went way up. And I appreciate y'all and I love y'all for that. I'm going to keep putting out this content for y'all. Giving y'all updates and letting y'all know how I feel about football. I really would like to have some of you on just as guests. You know, if you got a few minutes, I'd like to get your word or get your take on this. You know what I mean? Get a little debate or a little argument in. So, yeah, when I send out those posts, like, hey, I don't need all your time. Just a little bit of time. I'll just have you on, pop you off. Pop you on, pop you off. You know, because this is Street Center Podcast, and I want to hear your takes. So comment, share the page, share the episodes, subscribe, and continue viewing. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Y'all know what it is from me. I'm gonna give it to y'all the same way every time, and y'all know what it do. You feel me? I'm gonna give it to y'all every time because this is the StreetsCenter podcast. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Another episode, another week.
It was just wires. I get the zips and I flip them like wires. That is absurd.
I love y'all. Peace.